Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to the fifth part of Teaching with All Dimensions of Learning. We had completed the first dimension, which was attitude and perception, and now we'll be discussing the fifth dimension because both of these dimensions are the backdrop and against which all the action happens. Over here you can see 10 points on this slide, and some of these 10 points are the positive habits which experts have developed. I would like you to pause the video here and decide which one of these you think are positive habits of mind. Okay, so let's see the answer. The point number 1 is one of the positive habits of mind, that the experts are sensitive to feedback. So they take feedback positively, they listen to feedback carefully, and on the basis of feedback they try to improve themselves. Then number 3, they seek accuracy and precision, exactness. So when they are talking, they make sure that whatever they say is understood properly. And when they are listening or they are reading, they ensure that they understand what they are reading or what they are listening to. And they would ask questions to clarify if there is anything which is unclear. Then number 5, persists even when answers and solutions are not apparent. So they persist, they don't give up when there are difficult problems to solve and the answers are not quickly available. So they persevere, they think in different ways, and they try to reach the answer. Then number 7, they view problems in unconventional ways. So they think outside the box, they think in new ways, and that's how they solve their problems. Then number 9, avoids impulsivity. So they do not indulge in impulsivity. They understand that the first reaction or the first thing that comes to your mind is mostly incorrect, and you have to evaluate, you have to think carefully and clearly to reach a solution or to reach a response that you would give to a situation. So these are the habits. Positive habits of mind are the habits which experts develop, and that is why they are successful in life. And why are we discussing these positive habits of mind? We are discussing these positive habits of mind because we want ourselves as well as our students to develop these positive habits of mind so that they become successful in their practical lives. Robert Marzano has divided the habits of mind into 3 broad categories, and the first category is critical thinking, and the second is self-regulation, that is controlling yourself and thinking about your thinking at a metacognitive level, and regulating your emotions, monitoring yourself, and time management. So controlling your life, your behavior, your thinking is what self-regulation is all about. And then the last category is creativity. Let's see how he has divided them. So the first category is critical thinking, and under critical thinking we have accuracy and clarity, then open-mindedness, thinking in different ways and being open to different opinions, restraining impulsivity and taking a position when warranted, responding appropriately to others. Then the next one is creative thinking, perseverance, pushing the limits of knowledge and abilities, developing own standards of evaluation, developing unconventional ways of viewing a situation. Then the last category is self-regulated thinking, monitoring own thinking, and they plan appropriately, identify and use necessary resources, respond appropriately to feedback, and evaluate effectiveness of your actions. So self-monitoring, self-regulation is all that. So these are some of the habits of mind which we need to develop in our children in order to make them successful. Now, what are habits? and how the brain becomes habituated. Habit is a cable which we weave a thread of it each day, and at last we cannot break it. So this is how habits become part of our lives, and they are like gravity. They hold us, and we are not able to get out of those habits or leave those habits or give up those habits. So this is how we one thread at a time we weave them, and we become habituated. Now, how the brain becomes habituated, the details, stages of development. The first is awareness. So, and these are stages of development, and plus these are how we can develop habits in the children. So the first thing is awareness. What is it? They should know what it is and how they need to develop it. So first, understanding what it looks like. Then recognition. What does it look like or sound like? Then the third stage is valuing. Why is it important? Why should I develop this habit of mine? Why is it needed? Then adoption. How does it guide my actions? How will it help monitor my actions? Then reflection. How might I improve? So when you are learning something and you are practicing something, and if something goes wrong, you are constantly thinking that how should I improve it? So this is how it happens. So awareness, recognition, valuing, adoption, and then reflection. And the last is internalization. How might I live it? So this is how it develops. So first you need to know what it is, and when you see it, you should be able to recognize it. Then you give importance to it, you give value to it, and you understand that it is important. And then you adopt it. You try to emulate that habit. Then you constantly reflect and see that how might I improve it. And then the stage of internalization comes when it becomes part of your life. So we'll stop here today, and then inshallah we'll continue from this slide next time. Jazakallah.